And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Covington in at small forward. Holiday finds DiVincenzo. Lopez left side. Shoots over Nurkic. Lopez, no luck.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
Hollis Jefferson passes to McCollum, and so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Lillard surveying the D. The pass to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a three-point game.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
Lillard against Holiday. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lillard from deep three-point range. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Kicks it down to Middleton. Launches a three. Antetokounmpo. The putback is no good. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Knocked away. Stolen by Holiday. Tips it up. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. From the top of the key, bounce pass Holiday. And Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by Hollis Jefferson. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. With the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Got a piece of it. Makes it off the glass.
And the touch Nurkic has inside. I mean, I love seeing him be aggressive and look to get his shot from there.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Jones subbed in for Robert Covington. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. The shot's good from Forbes.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. Portis trying to free himself. The shot by Holiday, no good. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
Wow, the speed of Lillard. So masterful and making decisions in a fast break situation.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now Holiday still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 6 to shoot. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks lead by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And that one clearly a foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
From downtown, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season, the Blazers were beset by injuries, and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity is ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A.
Well, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Teague bounce pass. Tucker with the ball. Anthony on him. Tucker can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Milwaukee in the lead. Connaughton, and a strong finish with two hands.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Simons surveying the D. Here's Anthony. Nifty move. A second chance effort. Lobs it up for Cantor. Stolen by Tucker. And here's the fast break. Connaughton passes to Forbes. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. He dishes it to Teague. Pass to Portis. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Anthony. And so it's Anthony bringing it up to Portland. Trailing by 4.
Got to appreciate how aggressive Cantor is on offense. I mean, it's what earns him trips to the line.
Portland shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Monday Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Anthony. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard outside. On deep. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Milwaukee leading by 5. There's the lob Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And I don't care what his size is, you cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. From outside the arc. No good on that one.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving them.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for the Trailblazers. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Lopez inside. Working on Nurkic. And the dunk by Giannis.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
To the wing right side. It's tipped. Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. And the layup falls. McCollum's got his first bucket in this one.
You can't forget about McCollum from there, proving once again that he's not just a jump shooter.
Holiday surveying the floor. Giannis left side. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Kept alive. Giannis on the follow. Giannis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout, trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
And Portland making a change here. Giles is checked in. Lillard against Holiday. Lillard outside. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Lillard misses.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with...
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. And that does it for our...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. The pass to DiVincenzo. Connects on the 9-footer. And the Bucks lead by 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Harry Giles is checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Shoots off the step back. That one doesn't drop. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Oh, McCollum in position.
I like to see this little patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Bucks leading by 7. Here's Holiday. Throws it up high.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Man, showing some terrific range. Lillard's got 5 now.
Lillard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
Outside Holiday. DiVincenzo finds Giannis. Back to DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. And yes, it's good. He's got 14.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
McCollum outside. Passes it to Giles. They get a hand on it. And they're on the break. Here's Holiday. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Simons. He kicks it to Cantor. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Portis. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Bucks leading by 10. .149 left in the third quarter. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. Jones with it. Now guarded by Middleton, and it's slammed in by Jones.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Here is Forbes.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
1:09 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Simons. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Forbes, the pass to Middleton. Here is Forbes. Shot clock at 6. Count it. Middleton's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for Milwaukee.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Powell for 3. Offensive rebound. And Cantor able to finish.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
Here is Forbes. In the corner, Middleton with it. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Forbes, the pass to Portis. And Forbes kicks to Middleton. There's the triple. The shot missing. And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. We'll return shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Anthony, and it's Cantor in at the 5, down low. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. On the wing, Holiday. Back to Connaughton. Outside Holiday. Here's Connaughton. The feed now to Tucker. It's stolen by Anthony. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
For the Trailblazers, Derek Jones, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Norman Powell comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Antetokounmpo's checked in. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Trailblazers trail by 10. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And contact on the shot. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Middleton outside. From deep. Rebound by Nurkic.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And it goes down 2 points.
McCollum, he's a threat in transition. He excels in leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Pass to Middleton. Now Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Cantor checked in for Portland. On defense, Portland, 11-point game. Holiday with it. Back to Giannis. Shot clock at 3. For 3, Middleton. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Here's Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Lopez has got the lead up to 13 now for Milwaukee. Lillard against Holiday. Lillard outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Top of the key, Holiday. Kicks it down to Middleton. This one for 3. Portland grabs the miss.
Even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. And it's late enough in the game for him to recognize this is better option.
Clearly a foul.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. McCollum outside. Lets it go with a 3. The offensive rebound.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Milwaukee.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Stolen by McCollum. Lillard outside, taken away by Holiday. Here's DiVincenzo, and he dunks it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this one.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board. And
here's Giannis. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. The activity in front of the Brook. And nothing.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Jordan in at the center position. Now here's McCollum. Back to Lillard. Fires for three. A rebound by the Nets. Harden surveying the D. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Now here's Hollis Jefferson following the shot by Kevin Durant. And that one, good.
Well, the heart of Hollis Jefferson, just incredible. This guy finishes despite the tremendous contact.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Harris. Lillard against Harden. Nice D from Lillard.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Passes it to Harris. And here is Durant. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. KD, that's for 2. Nice jump shot. Good. Durant's got his second basket.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now here's Lillard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Here's Irving following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Harden has a wide open look. A three-pointer's right on target.
Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Here's Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Portland, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Harris. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. And that sends Blake Griffin to the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter. So Portland ends up going with the new group.
And there are only a handful of players who can create excitement just by being on the floor, and Griffin is one of them.
Now here's Lillard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Nurkic kicks to Powell. And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Just 5 to shoot. Nurkic in the post. Defended by Griffin. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. The three from Harden. He can't get that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
The shot by Anthony, no good. Nets leading by 3. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here's Simons. Lobs it up for Kanter. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Harden outside. Again, the miss by Harden.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Harden outside. From deep three-point range, it doesn't go for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what?
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got C.J. McCollum. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point.
Looking back at McCollum's breakout third year, yeah, the scoring skyrocketed, but that assist rate went up as well. Effective as a decision maker.
Irving kicks to Brown. Back to Irving. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Brown. Anthony down low. Here's Kanter. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. 6 points for Enes Kanter.
Very good presence of mind by Kanter right there. Good at taking contact and finishing through it.
And a wide open look for Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Portland trailing here. Lobs it up for Anthony. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, the pass was perfect, and Carmelo just finishes with style.
Now, here is Irving. For 3. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Durant's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Jeff Green. And James Harden has subbed in for Irving. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that last year right on. And here's Portland. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Powell. He kicks to Cantor. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Here is Harden. He has 5. 1:32 left in the first half. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Harden's got 8.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Harris, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Oh, McCollum in position.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Griffin. Lillard against Harris. Fires the 3. No good. Shot missing. Trailblazers leading by 4. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Lillard. Nurkic in the post. Griffin on him. Brooklyn with the rebound. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. 2 points. That one goes.
Right now, Robert Covington in the catch and shoot has so much confidence.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. The 3 from Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Lillard with it. And we finished one half of basketball. It's the Trailblazers. They finish off the second quarter on a 14-5 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Carmelo, what was the area of emphasis? For your team during.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA half. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were always within striking distance. And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Joe Harris is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Boy, in pick-and-roll situations, Kevin Durant has every pass. The lob, the pocket pass, so pretty.
And Portland has possession after the basket by Brooklyn. Harris against McCollum. Takes the 3. Harris's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
How about the aggressiveness of Rondé Hollis Jefferson? Go to work, young man.
And Doris, with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard against Irving. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Lillard missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Outside Covington. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
James Harden. He's checked in for Brooklyn. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Offensive rebound, Jordan. And here's Harden for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Harden's got 11.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now here's Lillard. No points in the game yet for him. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Here's Nurkic. Jordan with some nice D. Nets trail by 3. Here's Durant. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Well, against aggressive defense, but Kevin Durant so good at keeping his balance, even amidst getting knocked around.
Passes it to McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Lets it go from 14. McCollum, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The Nets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Well, the defense has been lackluster out of the locker room, and that is why they are finding themselves in a tough spot.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Powell. To end the run, and the layup's good off the glass.
I'll tell you, love to see someone take the contact head on, and Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
Now Harden, 13 points in the game. From deep, and the Nets another 3.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Here's Simons. Now the pass to Pop. Cantor with it. Shoots over KD. Cantor's shot is off.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Brown outside. Latrey. KD's shot is off. It'll count. No good that time. The third quarter comes to a close. Nets out in front, up by 4. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Clock is at 3. Lobs it up for Kanter. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, Kanter is a big-time target. Sometimes just throw it toward the rim. He'll take care of the rest.
And here's Harden. Harris outside. Misses the 3.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
McCollum kicks to Anthony. Here's Kanter to tie it up. And it's good on the layup. Kanter's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And he commits the intentional foul. Irving's checked in for James Harden. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kanter. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Robert Covington subbed in for Derek Jones. Now, here is Irving. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. And the Nets lead by 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Lillard scanning the floor. Wants to get it to Hollis-Jefferson, and does.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Here's Irving. And stolen by Lillard. And here they come. Knocks it loose. McCollum finds Hollis-Jefferson.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
Now here's Irving. Goes up to the stripe, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Now here's McCollum. Dishes it to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Clock at 6. Lillard from outside. Brooklyn with the rebound. Harris passes to Irving. Down low. The 3. And it's rebounded by Covington.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Kevin Durant's checked in for the Nets. Harden comes in for Irving. And Portland with a change here, too. Powell's checked in. Now here's Lillard. 1:53 left to play here in the fourth. Hits it from three-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
The deep 3 from Harden. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. To the inside. Harris, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Brown. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Jared Jones in for Robert Covington. Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Six to shoot. Lobs it up for Anthony. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this is why Melo gets the big bucks. A lot of players will shy away from an important shot, but Melo wanted to be in that position.
Now, here is Harden. Beyond the arc. Nails the triple.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Lillard. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He lobs it up. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. The three. Brooklyn with the rebound. KD with it. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Just 5 on the clock. The wing jumper off target. Powell for three. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. short, a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. A nice shot by Irving. In these teams, both among the league's better defenses, Brent, with advanced stats and tracking, do you think it's getting easier to measure and quantify what goes into great defenses?
I think there's technology, Kevin, that still needs to come along in order for some of the analytics guys to really truly assess positional defenders and where some of their arms and legs are. That will really help them define how these defenses are impacting some of the offenses and the way they play.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the bucket by the Bucks. Irving passes to KD. Outside Jordan, back to KD. 6 on the shot clock. Harden kicks to KD. For the 3. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Holiday. Lobbed up there for Lopez. In transition, here come the Nets. Harris with the ball. Durant trying to break free. That's good from Harris on the assist by KD.
Yeah, Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits and makes sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
Harden against Holiday. Rebounded by the Nets. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Holiday gets the bucket.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Harden against Holiday. Now, here is Harden. Harris outside. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. They get it back. Out to KD. Harden outside. From deep. The rebound by Brook Lopez. Milwaukee in the lead.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Great instincts by Giannis. Superb timing, and then he pounced on top of that miss.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Outside, KD. Irving surveying the floor. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Kyrie exceptional at taking the hit and then somehow creating a release angle towards the rim.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Connaughton. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Portis. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Irving passes to Harris. He kicks it to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And Griffin playing with heart. Like how he slams that one home. Right now dominating in the paint.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here is Forbes. To the paint. And stolen by Harris. And here we go. Griffin heading to the hoop. And finished off by Brown.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Middleton. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Brown outside. Irving with the ball. He's got 6. It's rebounded by Portis.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks ahead. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about
being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Irving from long range. Unable to get that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And taken away by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. Bucks leading by 3. Tucker the pass to Antetokounmpo. Portis kicks to Connaughton. Pass to Portis. And so Milwaukee again turning it over.
Now that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The Nets also changing it up. Kevin Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's James Harden in for Irving. Now here's Harden. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Portis finds Holiday. Back to Portis. No one near him. Rebounded by the Nets. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Claxton. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. They now take the lead. Durant's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets.
It's just lethal. Once Kevin Durant gets into that spot, he can rise up, and it's pretty much going to go in.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Buries it down low. And the Bucks lead by 1. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You can go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. From 18 feet away, misses off the right iron.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here is Holiday. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Now it's a 5-point Milwaukee lead. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in. 1:46 left to play here in the half. Now Harden. The pass to Brown. Left side, KD. And the Nets miss again. Milwaukee leading by 5. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by Griffin. Here's Lopez. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
We've seen Lopez be more and more assertive in looking for his shot, which in turn draws the defense's attention to him.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Teague comes in for Drew Holiday. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. Now here's Harden. And that time, also a missed shot.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Shots good by Middleton.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Harden scanning the floor. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Middleton against Irving. The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good.
Chris Middleton has worked his way back and come a long way. The former second-round pick becoming a consistent starter in the league.
Harris is checked in for the Nets.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Now, here is Irving. 6 points for him. Pass to Harris. Right side Irving. From the arc. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Irving's got 9.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by Milwaukee.
And here is Teague. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Lopez. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the mop. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slip. Thanks for joining us.
Feel like Carson Wentz, I got the wisdom and since the bench, I got a funny feeling that you show up.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving in at the 2. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Durant. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now, here is Harden. Passes it to KD. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, you could pretty much say that DeAndre Jordan's going to get a lot of his points right there, trolling around the rim.
Harden against Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Well, this is where Giannis does all of his damage. He gets inside the paint, has the size to work you back, and then stretch out and score.
A shot by Harden. Wide open. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Three-pointer. And that's good. Chris Middleton for three. Middleton's got 12 in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Harden's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Middleton drives in. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for Irving. Here is Harden. He has 5. Basket counts. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Holiday against Harden. Outside Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lopez. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. That one, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And that one's good. Green's got it back down to within single digits for Brooklyn. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Claxton with the bucket.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Harden against Holiday. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Oh, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Harden against Holiday. Harden outside. Lets it go from deep. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Claxton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Bruce Brown.
And no one really crashing down on the backside. A breakdown defensively.
Harden with it. He's got 7. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Nwora. He's covered by Irving. Nice move. Nwora can't get it to go. Here's Harden. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from T. Here's Nwora. Up again. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks lead by 9. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at point guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And the Bucks making a change here. Teague's checked in.
That's his first personal foul. In for the Bucks.
Nets trail by 9. Now Kevin Durant. There's the pass to Jordan. Back to Durant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Bucks leading by 7. T kicks to DiVincenzo. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The throw drops for DiVincenzo. And so he hits both. Nets shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Donte DiVincenzo. And that one drops for him.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Teague surveying the D. Tipped away. Lock at 6. Antetokounmpo. And he makes that one.
That's attacking the rack. Antetokounmpo on the take and muscled his way in.
And here's Harden from deep three-point range. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, you can see and maybe feel right now him getting into the comfort zone out there after dropping the second three of the half.
Outside Teague. Right side, Portis. And Portis throws it down.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Teague against Harden. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
And they continue to control the glass.
Teague drives in, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. To get out in transition there.
Harden against Teague. Here's Jordan. Harden trying to get open. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from DeAndre Jordan. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Teague. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pull up Jay. Tries to save it. Durant, no good. Milwaukee leading by 8. That one falls.
Such a remarkable scorer. Kyrie has such a quick trigger. The D has no chance there.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Sweet move. Here's Connaughton. And it's off from three-point range. Nets trail by 6. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Griffin against Antetokounmpo. The shape. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. Clock at 2. Antetokounmpo. That's a two-pointer. And it comes off the front of the rim. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Holiday.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover. Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
It's Durant on the wing. Jordan, count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, DeAndre Jordan sinks that shot. Not the first option, but doing the job.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Kicks it to Middleton. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Durant way outside. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it. That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee. Let's take a look at our starters from Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the pivot, manning the middle. Now here's Lillard. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
4 on the clock. Here's Lopez. They get it again. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too. And the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
Now here's Covington. Back to Lillard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Holiday against Lillard. The pass to DiVincenzo. It's up a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Lillard from deep three-point land. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And here's Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Sinks the triple.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Lillard scanning the floor. Covington against Lopez. Left side Covington. He kicks it to Powell. Passes to Lillard. From deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Lopez, no luck.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Now here's DiVincenzo. And Giannis gets it to go.
Just off the charts, incredible athleticism from Antetokounmpo. Fending off contact like a real pro.
Lillard finds McCollum. They double team McCollum. Back to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Powell down low. Defended by Middleton. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Giannis. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Holiday, he's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. He feeds it to Middleton. Powell with the steal. Here's Lillard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent. He torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here is Forbes. Middleton outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Jones for 3, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, they love to see that kind of defense from Forbes, working hard at all aspects of his game.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee on top, up by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the floor for Portland. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And the Bucks with possession here. Portland making their last shot. Now here's Teague. Pass to Portis. Three-pointer. The rebound by Simons. Portland trailing here. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Tucker. Here's Connaughton. Defended by Jones. No good from Connaughton.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Here's Simons. It's Powell on the wing. That one good for 2.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Holiday, the pass to Portis. And here's Holiday. 5 on the clock. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Simons surveying the D. Kicks it to Powell. 1:29 left here in the second. And shot on the way. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Cantor's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Putting that Stanton to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Powell. Takes a 3. They grab their own miss. Anthony kicks to Cantor. Over Lopez. Anthony trying to get open. Cantor's shot is off. The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Bucks making a change here. Teague's checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. They're in good position at the half after a... And that'll do it for...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's Teague. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Lillard against Teague. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Lillard's got 10 points.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Giannis passes to Middleton. The 3 ball. That one doesn't go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. From 15 feet away, Jones. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Middleton can't get it to go.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
McCollum dishes to Jones. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Teague. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Teague's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks. Lillard with it. 10 points for him. And Lillard throws it down.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Outside Teague. Middleton on the wing. Goes up on the high post. Yep, it counts. He has 5.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Misses the step-back jump shot.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
That one goes. Count it.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Lillard. 12 points for him. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself. And I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in for Jones. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Holiday against McCollum. And Holiday kicks to Portis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Portis has got 5.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Simons, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. The shot by Anthony, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Portis finds Antetokounmpo. Now DiVincenzo. Wide open look. He can't get that one to fall. Trailblazers trail by 11. And he's going up for the alley-oop and the dunk by Powell.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
To the middle. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. Go ahead and get it, youngster. Hollis-Jefferson showing off the spring.
Here's Holiday, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 9.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. We come back right after this. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. 9-point game. On the court for the Trailblazers. Anthony is out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Down low, here's Portis. And it's Portland with the rebound. Kanter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Powell. And it's in there. Powell's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Trailblazers.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
And here's Holiday. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Lobs it up for Anthony. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And they're running. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. And it's an 11-point Bucks lead. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. With a step back, good as the jump shot falls.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Bucks leading by 9. Now T. Middleton outside. Shoots over Powell. And the Bucks miss again.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Teague, and Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 7, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
If the keys to your offense are in Lillard's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Check out how well he runs the pick and roll there. That's just a perfect way to play.
Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. And good that time.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Lillard against Teague. And they double up Giannis. The kick out to Teague. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And, you know, it almost said...
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. This is still a close game, and he told us, guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys.
Bucks leading by 5 to the paint. Got a piece of it. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It counts! And he has brought them to within 2 points. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And again, Portland running the court in transition. Covington down low, defended by Middleton. Now, here's Nurkic, 6 to shoot. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Covington kicks to Lillard. Oh, wow, unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. The free throw is good from Lillard.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. Gets the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Bring both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
McCollum outside. No good. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. They didn't make it easy on themselves. The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. And as things get...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the points. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the small forward spot. Wasted no time on that one. Indoors tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Harden's shot is off. Lillard with it, picked up by Harris. Here's McCollum. And the shot is long.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Harris passes to Harden. Pass to KD. Back to Harden. All sorts of time. Offensive rebound, Nets. KD finds Harden. Launches it. They get the rebound. Jordan. Harden the pass to Irving. Outside, KD. Clock at 6. From past the arc. Lillard with the rebound. And here's Lillard who brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them.
Yeah, quick thinking wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
And here is Irving following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Irving kicks to Harden. Out to Harris. Durant against Covington. Kevin Durant can't get that one to fall.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Jordan the pass to Durant. Drops in the tray. KD's got 5.
Well, Kevin Durant goes right up with it. Doesn't give the defense a chance to react.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Then for the Nets, Blake Griffin. He's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Portland shooting their first free throws of this. And he makes both free throws. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, outside Griffin. He kicks to Brown. On the wing, Harris, defended by Jones. Brown the pass to Griffin. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Here's Simons. There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Out to Anthony. Good on the shot.
You know, that's one thing Melo has always been able to do. Use his strength to overpower you and get the advantage.
Irving with the ball. Fires from deep. And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Simons surveying the D. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown wide open. He fires. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Joe Harris known as a shooter, but make no mistake, this guy will mix it up on the glass. Great offensive rebound right there.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Nets as they wrap up. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade.
Oh, gentlemen. My goodness, step back.
That was incredible. Now Irving. Pass to Brown. Lets it go with a three. Irving can't hit.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Brown kicks to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Claxton no good. Portland trailing here. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Anthony. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Trying to get open is Irving. Harris misses. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is given. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And here is Irving. He has 5. 11 feet away. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 1.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Simons, covered by Irving. From past the arc. Offensive rebound, and Cantor able to finish.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
Now here's Irving. He's guarded close. The pass to Claxton. Poked away. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard against Harden. And it's McCollum at the elbow. Nurkic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harden scanning the floor. Passes it to Durant. Powell with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And it's a 3-point Portland lead.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
A shot by Harden. Wide open. Offline with his 3. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. The putback. Here's McCollum. Pass to Powell from the arc. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
McCollum against Harden. Dishes to Jordan. From outside the arc, Harden's shot is off. And the officials call a traveling violation. Nets trail by 6. Up top, Durant. Guarded by Powell. Kicks it out to Harden. Brown outside. Griffin down low. Covington's there. Griffin's shot is off. Portland leading by 6.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Here's Harden. That one wide left. Count it.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
And so that's the end of the first half. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. Thanks for joining.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Portland with a new 14. Nets trail by 11. Here's Harden. Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Lillard the pass to Powell. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Jordan finds Durant. 3-pointer. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers leading by 9.
Well, Norman Powell, these last several seasons, has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously, last season, much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date. Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Norman Powell. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in for Harris.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Kyrie Irving.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Over Green. Portland, no good that time either.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Yes, that goes in.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots. But this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
Lillard, the pass to Simons. Banked in off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
The 3 from KD. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
They get it back. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, this guy is a skilled scorer from that area. Once Enes Kanter gets a little bit of position, he's good.
Harden outside. Three-pointer. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Jones. Simon, the assist from Enes Kanter. And it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
Boy, nobody between him and the basket on the break, and the pass was right where it needed to be.
From deep, Harden. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Portland. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And stolen by Lillard. Shoots the 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 10-point lead. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Simons. Lobs it up for Anthony.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And the dunk by Covington.
Well, just incredible anticipation and hops by Robert Covington.
Nets trail by 11. Harden outside. To the inside. Jordan kicks to Harden. On deep. And that one is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Ganner. 5 to shoot. Good work there as it goes. Panthers got the lead up to 13 now for Portland.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
From deep, Harden sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Brooklyn.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Irving's checked in for the Nets. To the middle. Here's Covington. Back to Powell. A step-back shot here. Up again. Rebound, Brooklyn. KD's got his 6th rebound on the night. Good.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now here's McCollum. Outside, Covington. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nets trail by 8. And they go to the intentional foul. Harden with it. From deep three-point range, and the Nets another 3.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They lead by 5. 1:52 left in the game. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Enes Kanter.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Monday Hollis Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for Powell. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And Harden launches it from deep. The shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Irving finds Harden. Hammer and home! Hammer and home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Wow. .103 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lillard scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. Good on the three-point shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Harden missing again. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Nurkic against Harden. McCollum outside. That 3 off the mark. And Brooklyn has possession. 8-point game. The pass to Harden. On deep. Harden missing again. Now Lillard. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Substitution on the court.
So the Trailblazers win it. Even David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. And with
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries, a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Donte DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at center. And for the Nets, we've got Irving. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Harden in at the 1 spot. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And here's Brooklyn. Harris kicks to Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Passes it to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Durant with a wide open look. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And Jordan sends it back.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
Yep, it counts.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Pass to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. They get the rebound.
And that reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Nets trail by 6. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, KD. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. To get out in transition there.
Holiday against Harden. Over Lopez. At the tip. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Now here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Harden against Holiday. Pops it up for Jordan. That shot no good. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. It's going to send Donte DiVincenzo to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin. He's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. And then for Milwaukee, P.J. Tucker. He's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Teague comes in for Donte DiVincenzo. Bucks leading by 10. Now here's Teague. Here is Forbes. Rocket 2. Brooklyn's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. They kick it out to Green. KD on the wing.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
The Nets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
It's pretty evident to see that Kevin Durant is driven to be a great player. but it's his love for the game. The passion he has for basketball is something that's just off the charts. I know he's anxious to have another great competitive year in the NBA.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 10-point lead. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
They've got Harden. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Griffin in at the 5 down low. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Harden scanning the floor. Here's Durant. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
Hard to argue with that plan. Give Durant the ball. Let him show why he's one of the league's best.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Here's Middleton. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Bucket is good. KD's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Harden outside. From deep three-point range. The rebound by the Bucks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. And then for Milwaukee, Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Brooklyn making some changes. Harris comes in for Green. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Holiday against Irving. Holiday attacking. He can't get it to go. Good D by Irving. Nets trail by 10. Griffin finds Irving. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. 2 minutes. Fires it up. Second chance shot out to Harris. Pass to Claxton. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Claxton's got it back down to single digits for the Nets. Irving against Holiday. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Nice move. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Teague's checked in. Nets trail by 10. 40 seconds left here in the second. Here's Irving. The rebound by Brook Lopez.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I mean, I don't know. Does he look a couple steps slow today? He needs to shake that off and get into the zone and get on the scoreboard.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Here's Nora. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Milwaukee came out looking very confident. They put together the kind of powerful run that... And that does it for our half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Donte DiVincenzo.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Bucks. PJ Tucker is out there with Brook Lopez. And there's Teague. And it's Connaughton in at the 2.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Harden outside. From deep. Doesn't go for him. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Connaughton. He's got 8. Here's Lopez. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Lopez has got 6.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Harden against Teague. Inside. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. The Bucks running again. And it's Connaughton missing. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn.
Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. Okay, can you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
Here's Connaughton. Six on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Jordan. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Green's checked in. For 3, Durant. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Green dishes to KD. Outside, Green. Durant deciding where to go with it. Count the basket.
Oh, that is automatic. Durant, one of the better mid-range shooters in the game.
Bucks leading by 9. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The shot by Holiday, no good. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for James Harden. Milwaukee also making some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Holiday attacking, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Excellent screen and roll there by Holiday. He gets a great look at the rim and then calmly steps up and knocks it down.
So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Green, and it's James Harden in for Irving. Harden outside, fires the 3. Holiday with the block.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
Harden finds KD, and it's in there. Claxton's got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Holiday against Harden. Holiday attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a great drive from Drew Holiday, using that blazing speed to his advantage.
Harden with it. 5 points in the game. And Durant launches from deep. That shot off. Great D that time from Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
It's weird to say it, but the sheer length of Giannis can put the defense in a really bad position. So hard to defend without fouling.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Nets trail by 9. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Harris passes to Claxton. Harris outside. Outside Griffin. It's Durant on the wing. For 3. That one no good. And he drains the 3, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And the footage relay.
And so it's Milwaukee up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Harris is out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin, and it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Teague, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. Teague's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
And Jeff Teague knows he's going to get hit when he gets in there like that, but great job still knocking it down.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. Now the pass to Tucker. Here's Nora. And Tucker kicks to Teague. Here's Nora, guarded by Harris. Nora, the pass to Lopez. Antetokounmpo against Durant. Over Teague. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Bucks leading by 14. And it's Lopez penetrating. Antetokounmpo passes to Nora. Kicks it to Teague. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Tipped away. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Durant. Teague for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Teague's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Harden. Here's Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Lopez with the steal. Here's Nwora. Lopez outside. And the foul on Joe Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The drive by Green. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. And then for Milwaukee, Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Holiday in for Teague. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle, right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. KD passes to Jordan. It's deflected. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And the Bucks miss again. Nets trail by 14. And then Durant with the jam.
How about those long strides, Durant quick in the open court and then right to the rim.
Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Holiday against Harden. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Harden against Holiday. Outside Irving. The 10-footer. And he nails the jumper.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. Portis kicks to Holiday. We've got 1:23 left here in the 4th quarter. DiVincenzo can't hit it. For the Nets, this one not looking good. Here's Irving. And the shot goes down. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here and what looks to be a solid win for Milwaukee.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Harden against Holiday. Over to the left wing. Feeds it to Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And here's Brooklyn. They trail by 11. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
Both good from the line that time. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
From deep three-point range, missed.
Outstanding defense from Teague to prevent that shot.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...